Greetings, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. Welcome to your reading for 20 by Ama. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are new, welcome to you. Please always listen for the video for your rising sign and for your moon sign because you are going to get additional information. So remember that I will always be here on this channel on YouTube. I had to take some time off because I had to recuperate after surgery. I will now be doing your usual monthly readings. However, if you want to receive more information, you can always click in the link down here below with the Vimeo videos, and that's going to take you to the Vimeo videos for download and purchase. I'm doing an Akashic reading for each sign of the zodiac. And again, if you want more than just the Vimeo videos, you may want to consider join the membership program. Click on the join button right here next to the subscribe, and that's going to take you to 3 different levels. The level 1 will provide you with even a longer video for each and every sign of the zodiac, and you're going to have access to all of the health videos. The second level, in addition to that, will also give you a monthly update, a mid-monthly update in each and every sign of the zodiac. And the third level will give you a monthly healing meditation and a monthly clearing for each and every month. So all you have to do is click on the join button, Vimeo. You can always watch me on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to be posting Reiki videos and other stuff in addition to the monthly videos. If you'd like to get a personal consultation, please go visit the website www.amalightworker.com or email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. So now, Cancer, I'm going to tune in this reading, and the general feelings that I am picking up for you have to deal with worldly events, news or information that is kind of going to shake your world, having to deal with changes or sudden changes, restrictions or limitations, feeling a little bit conflicted. It also be in regards to things of your past, boyfriends, ex-spouses, situations of the past. It also has to deal with birthing of new ideas, new projects, and whatever healing or protection you need at a psychic level, at an energetic level, kind of to replace that feeling of I don't have with the feeling of abundance. So now I'm going to look into each card individually, and let's see what will come up. The first card is the World. To me, the meaning of the card, the World, signifies guides and planetary movements around you. Planetary events are conspiring on your behalf behind the scenes to bring something to fruition. But it also means it has an emphasis on gatherings, encounters, news, information, travel, risk, some new opportunity that is trying to come in. So it has an emphasis on both freedom, but also on risk and restrictions. So I'm going to tune in to hear what the spiritual team has to say about this card, why this card showed up for you, Cancer. Something will be coming to a completion or to an ending, some big major cycle of your life. And this will be happening in, they already happened in Chile. These are the months that are highlighted for some big cycle of events to come to an end. This be in connection to a work or to a career situation. You'll be deciding to change your job or your career during this frame time. For some of you, it's going to be about you clearing your mind. You have been dealing with uncertainties. You still continue to deal with uncertainties, not being sure. Maybe the situation is still fluid, so that would contribute to you feeling uncertain, but nevertheless, you have to take some decisions. For some of you, it requires a huge amount of patience. You having to deal with your own feelings of anger, regret is not fair, is not just. But I also have a sense that you are going to want to contribute to helping others or to somehow contribute to what is happening in the world right now with your own means, whether it is stepping in to help a family member, meditation, prayer for yourself and others. It's going to be about how you feel connected to others. Where is it that you feel isolated or alone? And you'll be experiencing a mix of these feelings. On one hand, you'll be feeling like you are at the center of attention to someone, the center of attention to a lover, a spouse, the center of attention of a gathering, a meeting, a project. But on the other hand, you also be feeling like your life is falling apart. So it's a lot going on. For some of you, you could be seriously worried about your finances, but you are also going to be dealing with a certain amount of fear and panic, more so coming to you from other people or the news or whatever you'll be hearing in the media. And it feels like it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for you to stay centered and grounded, but nevertheless, you're going to be able to achieve that state of balance and equilibrium. As I said, it's not going to be easy. For some of you, this is an ongoing process from which you're going to feel that finally balance will be restored either at the end of the or at the end of June. The next card that you have is the Five of Wands. To me, it represents or it means a sham fight, dealing with people who have less experience than you. It means preparing to win a small fight will bring the opportunity for you to win the big fight. It means practicing, exercising, preparing for something to come in, preparing for something to happen. You're putting the work now. You are going to be dealing with situations that are not stable, situations that you don't know how to interpret that news or that information. You are going to be dealing with your conflicted feelings over it. I have a sense that something from your past may be coming up for either for you to have a better understanding, to readdress it again. This could be a person from your past, an ex-husband, an ex-spouse, an ex-lover. You'll be dealing with a situation that maybe you thought you dealt with. Could be a project that you have to do it again. You'll be dealing with things around the home that could be breaking again, and then you have to address it again, like fixing or repairing the fridge, addressing plumbing issues, addresses issues that have to deal with electricity. So it feels like home maintenance issues like that for some of you, maybe it happened before, now it's happening again, and it feels like you're going in circles. You are going to be facing or fighting one by one with different situations and different energies. And it feels for some of you, you could be taking online courses. You'll be joining an online community. You could be learning a new skill, learning how to do something new. It feels like there's going to be a lot of communication. You contacting other people to communicate with them, other people contacting you, and there's going to be a lot of communication back and forth. But I also get the sense that you may address issues of the past to some degree. You address them emotionally, how you feel about it. You get a different perspective. You have to address the legalities of that situation. Okay, or I also get the sense that you'll be dealing with the courts or the legal system. You are going to be very careful about what you are going to decide. You're going to be very careful about any competition or a situation or a competitive situation, circumstance that you'll be finding yourself in. You're going to be very careful about taking a first step towards some new beginning. It could be a new relationship, a new business partnership, an idea, something innovative, something new that is happening, and you taking that first step toward that new beginning, you're going to be very wary and very careful about it. The next card that you have is the Chariot. To me, it means victory over your struggles, positively moving forward. But it also means going within, retrospection, analyzing your circumstance, analyzing the pros and the cons, having to deal with, or having to make decisions about situations that are very conflicting, very difficult, over matters of passion for some of you. So re-examining your affairs. For some of you, having to deal with an ex seems to be highlighted. Could be the father of your children, the mother of your children, an ex-spouse, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend. And there's some emotional attachment. Either this person has some emotional attachment toward you, and that's why they want to communicate back and forth, or there's some sort of a situation when they're going back and forth with you. But this can also be you. Maybe you felt that you miscalculated a situation, you misjudged a person, and maybe in your mind you could be going over what happened or the circumstance. You could be conflicted about your own feelings, how you feel about this person. Maybe this person wants to re-enter your life again. Some of you are going to be putting things in boxes. You're going to be going through pockets, everything that you own. You're going to be doing some kind of a spring cleaning. You'll be going through your wardrobe and checking every single pocket. You'll be going through every single closet. You'll be going through old photo albums, bills. You're going to be stocking things, unstocking things, cleaning, organizing, putting things in shelves, putting things in boxes. So for some of you, it could be about a possible move. Maybe you are preparing for that possible move, but you are running into delays or other restrictive circumstances. Some kind of a plan to travel will be on hold or it will be postponed. You are going to be dealing with things being delayed, delays being extended. And again, you are going to be dealing with situations that are going to be very fluid. Some of you have to address some kind of a circumstance in regards to real estate, rental agreements, buying, selling a business or a property, so real estate. I have a sense here that with a lot of patience, you're going to be able to overcome some of your own personal struggles, whatever you'll be dealing with. So remember, this is the card of the victory. Winning a small fight will prepare the road ahead for you to win the big fight or to bring in that success. Maybe a little success happens now, and it's going to open the door for you for even a bigger success to take place. The next card that you have is the Evolution. So this is the card. The card of evolution, birthing the new. When you get this card, it means that radical changes are about to happen in your life. Not only is going to feel like you are being reborn, after falling apart, as I mentioned earlier, now you're going to have an opportunity to rebuild yourself stronger or to rebuild your life. When you get this card, it also represents the birth of a child. So some kind of a radical change, you becoming a parent, a grandparent, going to college, changing of a career, opening of a business. So something huge and radical. But it is also connected to how you redefine yourself. What are the things that you are attached to? What are the things that you give value that somehow represent you? Does money represent you? Your socioeconomic status, your immigration status, the status of a marriage, the status of a relationship? You're going to go over that. You're going to be doing a lot of inner reflection, and you also, by doing this inner reflection, maybe that's how you're going to help yourself to make those decisions over those conflicting matters. But it is a card also that talks about how you're going to be able to overcome traumas in your life, illnesses, divorces, childhood connected traumas. So a big cycle of life events is coming to an end. It also connects to a life cycle coming to an end. A life cycle coming to an end. For example, becoming a parent, getting ready to retire. What else? Menopause, puberty. Maybe you're going to notice that some of your children are moving on to the next phase of your life. You could be moving on to the next phase of your life. And it is about you understanding and comprehending that even though you feel this void, you feel a little bit isolated, it is about you understanding that you also have a spiritual team, a team of your ancestors, a team of angels that are there to kind of protect you energetically, but also to send messages to you through a meditative state or through your dreams. So do pay attention to the signs. And it is about you connecting again with that trust in yourself, trust that you're going to be safe, trust that you are going to be okay, and send a prayer to the universe to help you, send a prayer to the universe to help you and other people that care for you. You're going to be, it's like you're going to be opening up your heart either to a new relationship. You'll be attracting people who are going to spill their guts to you and finally tell you something, opening up to you. You are going to go through some kind of an inner transformation, and that's going to help you to open up to the right person. But you feel that you are wearing your heart to your sleeve. You could be creating a new website, a new book, a new business idea, some kind of a new invention, and you're going to be feeling pretty positive about it. So look for those new ideas. And I also get a certain sense like the old-fashioned way, but also I get a sense of you also bringing in the technology, new ways of communicating, and it's going to be a mix of the old way and the new way. And that's how you're going to be doing certain things. So let's see exactly what that means, or exactly what it means for you. Could be in a work-related circumstance. You have to combine old skills and new skills to do work in a new way, to deal with a life circumstance in a new way. But I have this sense that little by little, your life will open up. Between now and the end of June, your life gradually will open up. The next card that you have is blessing and thanks. So when you get this card, it's so much connected to this birthing the new. When you get this card, it means like you are going through this soul evolution, and you are not going through it alone. There's going to be a lot of your loved ones, a lot of people around you that are going through this soul growth, maturation, and evolution with you. Yes, you have been dealing with feelings of the lack of, I don't have enough, and even fear. So try to understand that sometimes when it starts like a cycle, we all feel like that from time to time, but when it becomes a long cycle of that feeling, that it means that deep down, that person is not really feeling worthy of the abundance of love or the marriage that you desire to have. So a lot of inner work is required of you at this time. You want to work with mantras, affirmations, particularly mantras and affirmations around gratitude. You may not have everything yet, but be grateful for what you already have. And it feels like the only way for you to deal with the circumstance that you personally are going through is going to be through your tapping into the sense, the feeling of gratitude. Whatever is going on now, I have the sense that toward fall in 2020, so November, you are going to be replacing whatever you be losing, money, your freedom, even emotionally. If you don't feel like your usual jolly self, there's going to be some, you rebuilding your joy and your spirit back up. But whatever is going on now, or whatever you be working now, you're going to see a lot of things coming to fruition toward fall 2020. For some of you, it means that what will come to fruition is going to be you gaining more respect and more success in your job, in your career. For some of you, it's going to be a new home. You're going to have an opportunity to move into a new home and be able to afford it. And for other ones, it's going to be about you participating in a spiritual retreat, being invited to be a member of a club, an organization, a foundation. You are going to be given a voice, and some of you are going to use this opportunity that you have to have a voice to bring attention to a matter that is near and dear to your heart. You'll be using your voice that you have on social media. You'll be interviewed, somebody taking an interest in your social media pages, a message that maybe you have to share. Somebody taking an interest in your work, some kind of a project, a book that you'll be writing. So you are going to be provided with resources, even though at the moment you feel like you don't have enough resources, financial, emotional, or energetic. You are going to be provided with resources, but at the same time, you are asked to do your work now, whatever you need to do now. Make that phone call, fill out that application, do your resume. Some of you be choosing to exercise from home, and that's how you're going to cope from this. For other ones, it's going to be like re-examining your affairs, meditation. So do your work now, and the gains are about to come. I hope that this is making sense to you. You can always go to the Vimeo video for download and purchase if you'd like to know more. And if you want to join a membership program, clicking the join button right here next to the subscribe, and there's going to be different layers that are going to provide you with additional information for those of you who are interested. Thank you again. Like, share, subscribe, join the membership program. Thank you, and I will connect with you next time. amalightworker.com, www.amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.